So we are consistently asked, what is better, training slow or training fast for that Bize and Trize gains? If that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. What's up everybody, I'm Dane from Garage Strength, and I'm gonna dive deep into the topic behind what is better or more effective for growing those big biceps and the big triceps. Is it moving fast or is it moving slow? I think this is something that we've gotta come in and we've gotta start to understand from a physiological perspective, is that what kind of growth are we looking for? What are we trying to accomplish? If we're trying to lead to mass gains, then we know that we've got to train in that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy rep ranges. We know we've got to be doing 8 to 20 plus reps. We know that we've got to bring in extracellular water. We know that we have to be under tension, okay? So if we also want to increase our muscular strength, then we know that we've got to be working under 8 reps. We've got to be targeting the myofibers so that we can then stimulate myofibrillar hypertrophy. And so that's where you've got to start when you're starting to understand what's better, moving fast or moving slow, and then comprehend that if we're going to be moving rapidly, then we're going to be targeting a little bit more of coordination. The coordination aspect, we're going to be targeting a bit more better proprioception and better mind-muscle connection. If we're going to be going a little bit slower with slow eccentric, now we understand that the eccentric portion of the lift is when we're gonna have the most muscular damage, and that's when over time satellite cells can get recruited to then renovate the myofibers or renovate potentially the sarcolemma, which is then going to lead to increased gains and increased size in those biceps and those triceps. And so what I recommend doing is doing both fast lifts and slow lifts. And the best way to do that is utilizing multiple different types of exercises together. Okay, so to start with, I'm gonna introduce to you the slam curl. Okay, the slam curl is a great way to explode with your biceps and to hit that sticking point. So if your sticking point's right around 90 degrees, you're gonna explode into that barbell. That barbell's gonna explode into the pins. When we're doing slam curls, we're gonna hold that for 4 to 6 seconds, and then we're gonna repeat that motion. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna explode back up to that sticking point, hold for 4 to 6 seconds, and then lower again. And what ends up happening is that while you're doing the slam curls, you're able to be a little bit more explosive. You're able to feel that muscular connection in your biceps, and your body's gonna start to recruit more high threshold motor units because it's trying to burst through those pins. It doesn't know that it can't get through the pins, it's an immovable object. But that's the beauty behind understanding physiology, is that we can use slam curls, and then after we hit those slam curls, we can go over and do simple standing curls for sets of 15 to 20 to get a nice pump. And while we're doing that, we can utilize slow eccentric movements. We can control on the way down, which is going to lead to more muscular damage. We've got to remember these principles. Lengthening is strengthening. So as the bicep lengthens here, it's shortened now, it's going to lengthen over time, okay? And it will lengthen through the entire process. That's when muscular damage is going to occur. So then we can rest for about 2 minutes. Hopefully, we can get our alactic energy system is recovered. We can get back in and we can smash those slam curls, and we're gonna rest about a minute, and we're gonna head back to those slow curls, okay, the slow eccentric curls. So that's gonna lead to explosive gains, and that's one aspect too behind the biceps, is the biceps tend to be a little bit slower twitch. So they don't respond tremendously well to slam curls, but they respond very, very, very well to slam curls mixed with a slow eccentric. Second set of bicep exercises that we're gonna throw at you is the drop curl mixed with a controlled standing bicep curl that's controlled eccentrically, okay? So the drop curl is absolutely one of my favorite explosive movements for biceps. And what you end up doing is when you're standing at the top, you'll release the bar, you'll catch at the bottom, and you'll explode back up to the top. And this is going to lead to incredible recruitment, incredible coordination. You're gonna rest about 60 seconds to 90 seconds, and after you're done that, you're gonna head over and you're gonna do controlled eccentric standing barbell curls, okay? As you're doing those two exercises together, you will notice a huge pump in the slow eccentrics, because when you're doing the drop curls, you're not just drop curling 65 pounds, you're actually drop curling significantly more than that, because your biceps have to absorb and recruit those motor units to stimulate that flexion in the elbow on the way back up, and then that's going to lead to massive gains in the strict bicep curls that you're using with the straight bar. So the third exercise pairing is gonna be entirely based around those triceps, okay? So we want to be explosive and move rapidly, and we've got to remember our triceps tend to be a bit more fast twitch, so they respond very, very well to explosive movements, and they respond even better to explosive movements paired with slow eccentrics that are a little bit heavier. Okay, so one of the best things when we think about that is, okay, we need to stimulate growth with the myofibers, we need to stimulate muscular coordination, we need to stimulate those high threshold motor units, and by using explosive push-ups, it's simple, it's rudimentary, but they are absolutely incredible, because you're driving up, you're accelerating through the entire path, you're gonna be utilizing those fast twitch muscle fibers, you're gonna be catching, and then when you drop off of those benches, you're gonna land, and that force absorption is in the pecs and in the triceps, and all of a sudden that force absorption is also going to lead to a little bit more high threshold motor unit recruitment. It's like a depth drop for the upper body. So if we execute that, let's say 5 sets of 5, but between each set, we're gonna go over and we're gonna do close grip. You can pick, you can do slow eccentric close grip bench, and you can do a pretty significant weight, something like 315, and you will lower that slowly, and that's gonna hammer your triceps, and this is gonna carry over very, very well to sports performance. You can do dips if you would like. You could do, neutral grip bench presses if you would like, but any exercise that's going to target those triceps in a compound movement is absolutely tremendous for stimulating tricep growth. So again, I like to do the explosive movement, rest about 60 seconds, then do that slow eccentric all the way down, try and feel that lengthening, drive up fast with the triceps because they respond very well to moving a little bit faster, more rapidly, and that's going to lead to incredible gains in size and in strength. And that's what we've got to remember when training biceps and triceps. We've got to lead by training size and strength, because they go together, and these are principles that we cover in Bize and Trize 1 and Bize and Trize 2. Both of them are available at garagestrength.com, and we use these principles so that you can get bigger arms. If you like this information, please like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell, share it all over the internet. Peace.